Cyclone Nisarga made landfall in Maharashtra, a few Alibag area near Mumbai. The cyclone has been categorized as a severe cyclonic storm, the first of its kind in Mumbai in over a century. The cyclone made landfall around 1 p.m. The landfall process took place for over 2 hours, most of it concentrated in Alibag. Well, till then, heavy rains and strong winds have continued. The maximum wind speed of the cyclone has been measured at 120 kilometers per hour. There were lots of images of roofs, tin roofs of buildings being blown away, and ships were seen drifting turbulently away due to the strong cyclonic winds off the coast of Mumbai. Trees were also uprooted at several places. There's heavy rain in districts of northern Maharashtra at the moment. A total of 21 National Disaster Response Force teams have been deployed across the state of Maharashtra. The Indian Navy's composite rescue teams are also on standby with boats, divers and medical equipment. Several helicopters are also on standby in South Mumbai's Kolaba area for any rescue and relief operations required.
As of now, the winds are very gusty and the speed might be around 110 or 120, and the way the trees are getting uprooted, here you can see total stormy weather. Nisarga cyclone is here. It has done the landfall, and the trees, the things are being devastated. Some of the fishermen, they had come here and they had said that most of the fishermen hutments, their rooftops have been blown away. So that area is just 10 kilometers away from here, but it is the thing that had to happen, and that was the warning. Here you can see it's very speedy wind. The winds have caught up the speed, and it is almost like it is raining cats and dogs, but the wind speed is tremendous. Till now what we had experienced was the rain that was falling down vertically, but now it is horizontal rain. The speed of the rain can be judged, can be experienced over here, and the visuals speak for themselves. Such is the impact of this Nisarga cyclone over here. That is the eye of the storm.
Severe cyclonic storm Nisarga hit Mumbai right after Alibag. Alibag, remember, is just outside of Mumbai to the south. The worst ever such storm to hit the city in 129 years. That's how long ago the last cyclone was. Rains have lashed different parts of Mumbai, and strong winds have led to trees being uprooted, vehicles being damaged, in some cases walls as well collapsing. Section 144 has been imposed across the city, and the movement of people has been restricted at beaches. No vehicular movement is allowed on the Bandra-Worli sea link until the cyclone subsides. Remember, this is a city that has already been battling the COVID-19 pandemic. Mumbai happens to be the city with the highest number of infections, and now it has had to weather the first cyclone of 129 years. Imagine that. People living in low-lying areas, slums and shanties have been moved to safer locations. 8 National Disaster Response Force teams have been deployed in Mumbai. This seems to be a double whammy, like I said. It's a city that's worst affected by the coronavirus outbreak, with over 41,000 cases so far. The city has already been on high alert, and the cyclonic storm has only come to cause further damage.
At around 1:30 p.m., Cyclone Nisarga made a landfall at Alibag in Maharashtra, and it's about 3 right now in the afternoon, and we are at Vashi Bridge in Mumbai. And as you can see, the wind speed is increasing, and according to the IMD, the wind speed right now is about 100 kilometers per hour to 110 kilometers per hour. Now, this kind of a wind speed of a cyclonic storm is something which Mumbai city, the maximum city, is not at all used to. The usual rains, the usual monsoons which Mumbai experiences, the wind speed at that point of time, at its worst, absolute worst, is maximum 30 to 40 kilometers per hour. But right now, the wind speed we are experiencing in the city is 100 to 110 kilometers per hour, and that is now going to be the worrisome situation, because this kind of a wind speed has the ability to uproot trees, bring down electricity wires. So far, Mumbai Mumbai. Cyclone Nisarga has spared Mumbai from its worst fallout, and we hope it remains the same. The situation doesn't, worsen off on the ground, but as of now, the wind speed is basically increasing with every passing minute.
We are near CST area of Mumbai after a day of heavy rainfall and winds blowing due to Cyclone Nisarga. This is what roads of Mumbai are looking like. Multiple incidences of tree collapse happening on different locations, due to which the roads have been blocked. Luckily, Mumbaikars are staying indoors and hopefully they will be safe. With camera person Mangesh Amri, Mustafa Sheikh in Mumbai for India Today.
Straight across to India Today is Vidya joining us live from Mumbai. Vidya, the latest that we're hearing is that the worst has passed, but there are going to be rains in different parts of the city until at least midnight. But be that as it may, quite a bit of damage in the city. Take us through what's happened.
Well, Shiv, as of now, yes, the city seems to be coming back to normal. In fact, I'm right now at a shop, at a marketplace where the moment the winds receded, and even though it's raining a little bit, but not as much, but immediately after the rain stopped, you can see a lot of these people have actually I hear at the market. The market has opened up, and almost everyone here seems to be just waiting to buy things. In fact, most of the shops here are already open, as you can see.
Yes, absolutely. It's good to see that, Vidya. Shops opening tentatively. It stopped raining. It's still drizzling just a little bit. But the latest, what are you hearing from the weatherman, Vidya? What do the people of Mumbai need to know about?
Well, as of now, the rains have receded and the cyclone is right now moving northeasterly. So at this moment,
Yes.
There is nothing that can really, affect Mumbai as such. We have been speaking to the meteorological department as well, and all those people are saying that now the winds will also recede a little more. There is some bit of wind still happening in Mumbai, but that will also recede now, and Mumbai will ease out. But in another couple of hours, we should be seeing life back to normal. It will be monsoon. It is a monsoon season, but then it will rain a little, but it will no further be there will be any harm to the city.
Okay, so no cyclonic damage further to what has already been done. We've seen some vehicles being damaged. There are going to be rains till later today, but images that Vidya brought you showing that shops are already opening in Mumbai, which is good to see. The resilience of that city, which has gone through so much in the last 2 months. It's a city with 41,000 COVID-19 cases and counting, and now it has had to bear the first cyclone in 129 years. That's what Mumbai has had to deal with. Stay with me, Vidya. India Today's Akshita is also with me. She shows us the movement of the cyclone. It's over to Akshita. Remember, it's moving northeasterly from Mumbai towards Gujarat as well. Akshita tells you more.
Tracking the trajectory of the cyclone, let's show you exactly where the cyclone is right now. As of 5 p.m., you can see that the cyclone has moved further into Maharashtra, which is good because the cyclone weakens once it enters into land. Now, also, let me highlight for you the important portion of this particular map and how to really decipher it. This right here is the eye of the cyclone, and this moved past Mumbai. Mumbai is here. You can see that it's moved further inland, which means the worst is over for Mumbai. But it is going to continue to remain a gloomy day with a bit of rain, because you can still see that the formation here is still over Mumbai. What the IMD has said is that through the course of the day, now this particular formation will move like this. So it's going to move up into Gujarat as well, southern parts of the Gujarat, which already is seeing very strong winds and heavy rain since the cyclone made landfall. What we're understanding is that this is going to further go in, but there's no reason to worry because, as I mentioned earlier, the cyclone is now weakening. So it's going to further weaken and then become a storm which will not have that much of an adverse impact. So as far as this cyclone is concerned, the worst is most definitely over.
Is over as far as Mumbai is concerned, but the cyclone is heading towards other parts of the country. India Today spoke to Vice President of Meteorology and Climate Change at the SkyMet Weather just a short while ago. Take a listen to the latest.
Yeah, you are right. The eye of cyclone has made a landfall. And
Yes.
It has completed its landfall, and now, as we were expecting it to reach Mumbai, but landfall is south of Mumbai over Raigad area. That's why now the cyclone is weakening, and it will take another 2 to 3 hours for rains to subside over Raigad area. But Mumbai will not see much heavy rain. Only southern suburbs may get moderate showers with wind speed of 30 to 40 km per hour, not exceeding this. So we can say worst is over for Mumbai. But interior parts of Maharashtra are going to get good rain and thunder shower activities, particularly North Madhya Maharashtra, Nasik, Pune, and Ahmednagar, Jalgaon area. But the threat of heavy rain or destruction is ruled out now over those areas also.
Oh, that's fantastic. So now what you're saying is that the threat for Mumbai is almost over. So the residents of Mumbai, whether they're living in South Mumbai, North Mumbai, anywhere where they're living, they can finally take a sigh of relief at the moment because now it is going to start subsiding, Mahesh.
Yeah, now wind speed will not exceed 50 km per hour, and this is the normal wind speed during thunder shower, which has been experienced by these Mumbaikars many times during the monsoon season also. Although heavy rains are also ruled out, but moderate showers, few isolated heavy spells will be there, but waterlogging and flash floods will not be there. So we can say there is a sigh of relief for all over the place for Mumbaikars.
Reporters have been at the forefront of reporting this from different coastal parts of Maharashtra, from Alibag to Mumbai. Take a look at what they brought us, the pictures that they brought us as Cyclone Nisarga made landfall.
The cyclone is now hitting on land near Alibag and Mumbai, even though the wind speed is not that high as it was expected at this point of time. But we can see here that the tree is fallen. This is one of the important road in Mumbai, just near the JJ flyover. This tree is fallen just a while back. Even though the wind speed is not high, but despite that, we can see such kind of incidences at various places in Mumbai. The BMC is now active. We were just at the disaster management cell. The BMC commissioner has asked the BMC officials to remove these kind of trees as early as possible. But right now there is no one. It's expected that by evening the wind speed will increase, the rainfall is also going to increase. That time the real test of the BMC preparations will be seen. With cameraman Rakesh Salaskar, Sahil Joshi in Mumbai for India Today.
As Cyclone Nisarga makes a landfall in Mumbai, there have been incidents of tree falling reported. We are at CST area. Here you can see this big tree fallen on the main road. Fortunately, there was no loss of life as there is not much traffic on the road. But these kind of tree fall incidents have been reported at multiple locations in Mumbai. And you can see these winds which are flowing at this point of time and expected to go on. And this point of time you can see and experience that actual landfall of Cyclone Nisarga has started, and the police agencies are started to mobilize in and around Mumbai, because these kind of incidences, especially for the weekend-old buildings, are more likely and more exposed to such cyclones. Camera person Mangesh Amre, Mustafa Sheikh in Mumbai for India Today.
Take you across to some citizens of Mumbai and, listen to their voice, because this is a city that has gone through this, this cyclone, the first in 129 years, at a time when the city is already battling with COVID-19. Gayatri Khanna is a Mumbaikar. She lives in Mumbai's Malabar Hill. Gayatri, what was it like when the cyclone came? There was a lot of anticipation for this. The city has already been suffering during the lockdown. Tell us how it was when the cyclone arrived.
Well, actually, to be very honest, all we felt here at home was a lot of rain and a lot of breeze and wind, and our windows moving back and forth. But by touchwood, we haven't had a very bad impact. It's been quite okay for us, and we haven't felt so nervous as we thought we would be originally when we heard about the cyclone.
I understand, through my colleague Jayati that your home in Alibag has suffered some damage. I hope it's nothing serious, and we did see the pictures of what was happening in Alibag.
Yes, actually, luckily in Alibag, our house and home is fine, and I think the only damage is to the garden and the trees and like loose leaves falling around, some plants which are not very sturdy, they've bent over, but nothing that can be nothing that can't be put back. So I think by God's grace, we've all been saved, and it's not been as terrible as we thought it might be.
Is that the SkyMet people are telling us that the worst has actually passed. The worst of the cyclone has passed. There isn't going to be that much damage to Mumbai, even though we did see a lot of pictures of, trees being uprooted, some, walls falling, some vehicles being damaged. But, in the run-up to Cyclone Nisarga, was there a lot of buzz in the city? I mean, I can imagine Mumbai has already been, it's been turbulent because it's a red zone, the city with the maximum number of corona cases. Was there apprehension that things could be really, really bad with this cyclone?
Yes, there was actually all our WhatsApp groups were flooded with pictures of cyclone and windy.com and lots of discussions as to what might happen, especially for the corona virus. I think all the makeshift tents that have been put up, I think there was a lot of fear about those flying off or the roofs opening up and losing electricity, and I think they were looking at it that it would be something like what hit the Amphan that hit in Calcutta, in the West Bengal region recently. But there was a lot of terror, but I think it's luckily all calmed down, and I think the worst is over. From what I live by the sea, so I can feel that the winds have already calmed down and things are looking better now.
Okay, glad to hear it. Gayatri, stay safe, and thank you for giving us your time. I know it's a tough time, and I was hesitant to ask the people of Mumbai to join us, but always appreciate it. Thank you for being with me here on 5 Live. Stay safe. Here's a report now. I want to keep getting you the ground reports to tell you what it actually looks like in Mumbai. Here's India Today's Mustafa Sheikh from Vashi, the Vashi part of Mumbai. Here's what it was like.
How badly Cyclone Nisarga has affected the area of Navi Mumbai. Here you can see in the visuals that several of the trees have fallen over here. This is the footpath. We are in the Vashi area of Navi Mumbai. Look at the signboard over here. That too has fallen, and this tree has fallen into this particular residential area. Now here you can see how the internet cable wires are down. They are the people who are trying to restore the network. One huge tree over here, you can see in the visuals here. This is the one huge tree which was placed inside this residential building has fallen down over here. This is a huge tree over here. We can go little more forward over here because some time back the officials came over here because this whole tree had fallen on the road. It had blocked the whole traffic over here, but now the restoration work is taking in place. This tree you can see over here, this was placed inside the residential building, and due to the winds, the winds which were blowing at a very high speed in this whole Navi Mumbai area, particularly in the Vashi area, due to which several such incidents of tree falling, you can see how the wall have collapsed, and several such incidents have taken place in the Navi Mumbai area, and now the officials are trying to restore all of them and trying to clear all the debris and the trees fallen on several parts of area. With camera person Samir Shanbag, this is Saurav Akhtania in Navi Mumbai for India Today.
So this is Mumbai now. We're showing you these pictures to show you what has just passed by the city of Mumbai. Thankfully the images aren't worse than this. As you just heard from that Mumbaikar Gayatri Khanna, the anticipation was that things would be far worse than this. But thankfully no, this is very mild compared to what we've seen from the last cyclone Amphan on the other end of the country in Kolkata. This was mild in comparison. Nevertheless, damage has been done. This is a city that has been battered by COVID-19 and will be battered further by the pre-monsoon rains, that bring their own element of damage in the city. And now you've got Cyclone Nisarga that has shaken things up quite dramatically. We're going to continue to bring you ground reports from different parts of the city as we take you through all the most dramatic images from Alibag to Navi Mumbai to Mumbai and northwards. All parts of Mumbai have felt rain. All parts of Mumbai have experienced some form of damage in terms of trees falling over, and this is the situation currently in the city. Okay, I want to bring you more voices from the city. Aarti and Pranutan Bahl are with me live as well from Mumbai. They're with me live from the Kolaba area of Mumbai. That's the southern tip of Mumbai. There would have been a pretty scary view of the cyclone arriving from there. Aarti and Pranutan, thank you for taking the time out. I apologize for making you wait. We were just having some technical difficulties because it's been difficult to connect. But thank you for being with me. It's been a difficult day. It's been a difficult time for Mumbai as well with everything that's been happening. Can you take us through what it was like? I mean, the apprehension of this cyclone was already there, and then it finally hit. The worst is over, we're told by the experts. But what was your experience? What did you see?
You first. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Lalit. Good evening. And that was really bad in the morning. It was really windy, and we had to bring all our paintings down and get the house secure. And we are lucky also in a way that we have houses like this to live in, and we're blessed. But now I think we are much secure because the storm is passed by Mumbai. But what we see at your television screen is not good. That it's hit Ratnagiri and it's not showing good images.
Yeah.
So.
Pranutan, have you seen the images of the damage in different parts of Mumbai? It's quite, it isn't as bad as people thought it would be, but it is pretty bad. Trees uprooted in so many places, lots of, vehicles damaged, etc.
Yeah, sir, how I look at it, firstly, thank you for having the two of us here on the show. How I look at it is that, of course, we were in a way prepared for a worst case scenario, but I think any amount of destruction is still pretty bad, right?
Yes.
I think we can only thank God, thank the universe that it wasn't as bad as everyone had apprehended. But even a little destruction, of course, hurts, And I think, as you said, anyways, Mumbai is going through a tough phase with the highest number of COVID cases in Maharashtra. Yeah. It's kind of become the epicenter. So yeah, there was this spot of gloom upon the city, and but I think, as my parents always say, you have to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. So that's the only attitude we can have. And I'm glad actually that our weather departments were so up to date, and they have taken all measures possible. So thank you to them. This is a shout out to them also.
No, absolutely. And believe me, we're shouting out to, all of the professionals who are out there in Mumbai, clearing out the roads and trying to restore utility services as quickly as possible. So we appreciate you doing that shout out as well, Pranuta and Aarti. Mumbai has gone through so much. This beautiful city has been battered by so much in the last 2 months that, when we heard, it's the city with the largest number of COVID-19 cases. And when we heard about this cyclone arriving, we were thinking, my God, how much is this city going to have to tolerate at one go?
Yeah, that's right. Actually, yeah, we were just, like the COVID thing also really hit us very badly.
Yeah.
And, I just request to people, I got an opportunity to come here on your channel. I really request people for, just maintaining distance and keep washing your hands, keep hygiene, please. Because we've already gone through so much, and now this storm. So, I बोलते हैं ना कि नजर लग गई. I believe in that. मुझे ऐसे ही लगता है कि नजर लग गई.
Absolutely. No, I hear you. I hear you, Aarti. I know what you mean. It's it's a city yes. I personally love very much as well. Pranutan, one final question because I don't want to take too much of your time as well. But COVID-19, cyclone, then you're going to have the pre-monsoons, I guess, and, then we know what happens in Mumbai when the rains come. I know Mumbaikars feel a little annoyed when people talk about the Mumbai spirit. But I can't help asking, you know, this is a city that goes through so much. How do the people of Mumbai, you know, internalize all of it, go through all of it? It looks very difficult from the outside, and I've been to Mumbai plenty of times.
Well, of course it's difficult. I think we all have our days of absolute annoyance where we want to just throw a tantrum and say what's going on. But I think the human spirit is such, you know, that we have to believe in survival. We have to believe in standing up and getting over it. And I think this too shall pass. That's the best attitude that one can have. You have to hold on to your positivity and optimism, even though sometimes you feel like what's going on. But you have to bounce back and believe that things will get better, because that's when you have to give out that energy into the universe. I believe in that very strongly.
Yeah,
so if you
yeah.
believe, I mean, it will happen. So yeah.
Absolutely. You know, one final question to you, Amrita and Aarti, sorry, I beg your pardon, and Pranutan. You know, there's so much happening in this city. There's so much coming up ahead as well. This is a pandemic that the entire country is going through right now. You know, have you guys sort of gotten used to life under the pandemic? I mean, you know, it's almost like the cyclone has come and gone. The pandemic is going to be the kind of cyclone of our lives for the foreseeable future.
Well, no, I haven't gotten used to it, and I don't want to get used to it.
Yeah.
I think humans are social animals. This is kind of disturbing to be stuck at home in a scenario where you cannot step out.
I know,
and
yeah.
you can, with reason, with logic. So kudos to the government also and to our administration. I think they're doing a hell of a lot. And no, I don't want to get used to it. As I just said, you know, if you believe things will get better and you follow protocol, you follow what the doctors and what the government is saying. And I mean, all of us should follow it, you know, because India is so densely populated. If we don't follow it, it's going to unravel a lot of misery for us. So we need to understand this, every one of us. But no, I haven't gotten used to it. I don't want to. I want to get back on my set. I want to meet my friends. Of course, we can't do that, but I'm sure one day we will be able to do that.
I really hope it happens soon. You know, Cyclone Nisarga has come as a temporary sort of hurdle in terms of things returning to normalcy, certainly for Mumbai as well. But I wish you both the best, and thank you once again, Pranutan and Aarti, for giving us your time. Stay safe. It's going to continue to rain in Mumbai until midnight tonight, but things are going to be really good. Thank you so much. Pleasure speaking with you. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.